guys. And thank you for joining me for, I guess I'm going to call it the kickback. I'm so used to saying thank you for joining me for another edition of the Life Unscripted podcast. But this is not necessarily a podcast episode. This is just a best friend check in. I'm literally checking in to see how your day went. Um, so I thank you for being here. I'm super excited to chill with you all, to kick it with you at the end of a work day. So, that being said, I would love for you while y'all are coming in the room, first of all, tag a few of your friends, tag a few of your besties, your coworkers, some of your favorite cousins, and let them know that we're kicking back. It's after work and it's just time to chill. Um, but while we're doing that and while everybody's coming in the room, I would like to just kind of see who's here. So if you end up catching us on the replay, type in replay in the chats and the comments so we can know who's catching us on the replay. Also, no matter if you're catching us on the replay or if you're here with us live, let us know that you're here. So just drop your name, let us know, kind of what you're into, kind of what your specialty is or whatever, and let us know how we can connect with you. Might be somebody that comes through here that checks out the live or checks out the replay and they see that you do a thing, you provide something or whatever, and they might want some of it. They might want to connect with you, network with you, work with you, support, sow a seed into your thing, whatever it is. Okay. So, like I said, tag a few friends, let them know to come on in. And also, while you're here, let us know who you are, kind of what your interests or what your specialty is and how we can follow, how we can support. Okay. All right. Next, it's Taco Tuesday. So, who really does like the Taco Tuesday thing? Is that something that you really do in your household, or whether you are, you know, rolling solo dolo, or if you've got, people that live with you? Do y'all do Taco Tuesday, or what is it? Is it carry out for you? Would you prefer to cook? What's for dinner? Let us know. Drop it in the comment. This is interactive, okay? So drop it in the comments. What is for dinner? What's on the menu? Do you prefer to eat out? Do you prefer to cook? Whatever. All right. Okay. And so, literally, I was not going to be on here long, but I've been thinking about you guys. And I know that some of us take for granted if we have somebody in our life, a family member, a friend, a cousin, a boo, um, a child, somebody that we can reach out and hug or touch or talk to, that somebody's going to ask you, how was your day? But we shouldn't take that for granted because there are many people who don't have anybody to ask them, how was your day? So just in case you don't have anybody to ask you, how was your day? How did it go? I'm here and I want to ask you that. Again, this is almost like a debriefing of a long day at work or whatever it is you've been doing. Everybody don't have to work. So I'm not going to say you've been working, but whatever it is that you've been doing, I want to make sure that I ask you how your day went. So drop it in the chats. If you don't want everybody knowing your business, it's okay. You can slide in my DM and let me know how your day was. But if you want to share that here in the chat, in the comments, tell us, how was your day? What was something funny? What was something crazy? What was something amazing, wonderful? How did you win today? What was a win from today? I definitely want to know. I want to celebrate with you. If it was a high, I want to pray with you, pray for you. If it was a low, all that good stuff. Okay. And while we're talking about how your day was, let me, what I didn't do, y'all? I jumped the gun. First of all, I took for granted that you even know who I am. All right, let me back up a bit because I asked y'all to introduce yourselves and I didn't introduce myself. So let me, and look, if I'm looking away, it's because I'm literally, I'm checking, I have like my iPad, my laptop, my cell phone, because I'm streaming right now on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, all that. And so I'm like trying to just check and make sure I don't miss comments. Okay. That's what I'm doing. So if you see me looking down, looking over, looking wherever, that's what's up. That's what I'm doing. Because I don't want to miss, if anybody says anything to me. But speaking of, so I was asking you all to introduce yourselves, and I probably should introduce myself, right? Okay. So I'm your girl Tiff. I would prefer that you call me your bestie. Um, I am an author of a few books, publisher, and a podcaster. That's what I do. And that's what I can help you do. I love helping people. I want to help you tell your story. If you've overcome something, if you are going through something, if you have a story to tell, whatever your testimony is, and you feel like you people can would be able to relate and be able to find value in that, might be able to be helped, encouraged, inspired by that. Let's tell your story. Let's get you a book written and published. I can help you with that. And let's also tell that same story through a podcast of your own. I can help you with that. So that's what I do. I help people tell their stories, tell their testimonies, teach whatever it is that they know, all that stuff through their own podcast and their own book. I help them to get those things, from planning to launched in marketing them too. Okay. So that's me. That's what I do. But again, I want you to drop in the comments who you are and what you do. What's your thing? What's your jam? All right. But where I was going with this was I was asking you, how was your day? And then as I was asking you that, I want to kind of encourage moments of reflection, because I know that a lot of times we're busy. We are busy. I don't know if we're always productive. We can be busy and just be busy for the sake of being busy. And sometimes we're productive with that. But there is a time to sit still and relax, meditate, just think, just to do nothing, just to enjoy yourself. Hey, Ladybug, how you doing, ma'am? Um, Miss Zakia, I don't know if look. So when I see your name, I don't know if it's Mabry or Mayberry. Okay, but hey, sis. Um, but I want to encourage moments of reflection. Okay. I know that people talk about journaling all the time. And for those of you all who aren't into journaling, I don't want you to, you know, turn that off when I ask you to. But journaling can literally just be listing. You can literally just list what's on your mind. We're professionals and we can get so busy sometimes. And we can get so busy that we just don't take time for ourselves. And we have like clutter, brain clutter, things that's balled up on the inside in your head, and you can't seem to let that, just figure out, why am I feeling away? And so if you're not into journaling, which I highly encourage, but if you're not, don't feel intimidated, feeling like you have to write paragraphs and sentences and all that. You can literally list, at the end of your day when you're debriefing, if you have your glass of wine or water. Look, I ain't trying to encourage it for those who can't drink water, but just relax and list your wins for the day. Relax and list what is on your mind. Just the things. Just list it. What's on your mind? What could be done about that? What makes sense? What's practical to do? And also think about, what resources you might need to tap in to deal with whatever it is that's on your mind. But I want you to start reflecting, because where I'm going with this is, again, I story tell. I help people tell their stories. And I want you to know you have something to tell, right? And so start thinking about what was great about your day. What's been great about your journey? Doesn't have to be today. What is it that's something that you have experienced that you can share a few nuggets with someone else? Start writing that stuff down. Start writing down your journey. Start, just at the end of the night, just talk about whatever it is that you're feeling. And what is it that what can you teach? Just write a few points down. What are you really good at? Right? Write that down and then say, okay, I'm really good at X or Y or Z. And if I were to teach somebody this, what would I really want them to know? Like, what is like really important about this thing? And just start fooling around with it. I guarantee you know something that you can share with somebody. And I guarantee you that you've experienced something that you can help somebody with, right? Because you're 10 steps ahead of them and they're entering the thing and they need you to encourage them. So I want you, as you are winding down, to just start to get in tune with yourself. You was in all these meetings today. You was meeting with everybody today. I want you to meet with yourself today. I want you to tonight just, do whatever you got to do to get comfortable and meet with yourself. Just unwind. Okay. And before I go, I want to know what you did that was fun. What made you laugh today? I'll go. So for me, it was beautiful. out here on the coast. Beautiful weather, sunny, and all that stuff. And I needed some vitamin D. So my daughter and I, if any of you all have been following or you know, my oldest kids are like they're 20 something. I've got one that's 20, will be 22 this year, one that will be 20 this year, and I have one that'll be 16 this year. But I do have a baby. She's 8. And so and I homeschool her, and so we needed to get out of the house. So what we did for fun today was she got her skateboard and her knee pads and elbow pads and her helmet or whatever. And I put on some little walking shoes and we took off. We went to the park. I walked a few laps. She rode her skateboard for a while and we just soaked in the sun, took in the fresh air. And so some days, a lot of days, I try to start my day by reading the comics or watching cartoons. That's what I like to do to laugh. I like to watch cartoons. I don't really watch TV a lot, but if I do, it'll be like a cartoon. It might be like KET Kids. I don't care. But I like to watch like PBS, or I said KET, PBS Kids, or a comic strip. But I just like to bring out the kid in me. I just want to have fun. So I keep a jump rope in my back. Hey, Lisa. Okay, so Lisa said, I'm just returning home from being with my mother. My loving dad passed away Christmas evening. Um, and before that, you were involved in a traumatic accident when you were coming home from celebrating Thanksgiving. Lisa, I will certainly be praying for you. And absolutely, I see that you said you're watching PBS, sis. That is it. Are you watching like the adult version of PBS? Or are you watching like the kiddos, like the cartoons? And thank you for sharing your story. Definitely want to pray for you. I will make sure to remember to do that. And I thank you for joining, Lisa. Y'all, do y'all ever listen to radio? Okay, so I'm not really out a lot right anymore because I'm in the crib. It's a bubble. It's a whole pandemic, right? But have y'all ever listened to like easy listening radio? And are y'all familiar with Delilah? Yes, Lisa Boo. Yes, Lisa's watching the kids, PBS Kids. Girl, see what I'm saying? I knew there was somebody else out there that did the same. I love it. Um, that's awesome. But do you guys have y'all ever are y'all familiar with Delilah on the radio? Delilah has been on the radio for years, like on the easy, like whatever town you're in. If you have like a easy listening station, like kind of like the work radio station, Delilah's on there. Oh my God, I love her. She's so soothing, like to hear her voice and all that, you know? But anyway, I was saying something and it kind of made me think about Delilah. I was like, girl, you on a Delilah vibe right now. But anyway, Lisa, what was a win today, ma'am? What was like the best part of your day? And look, y'all, again, I'm looking, I feel like I have command center going on up in here. But like the one of the good parts about my day is that I was able to go outside and play. Um, I just there's this something about being able to play. And so I hope that you guys are making time in your day to do just that. So again, I don't want to hold you very long. I just wanted to come in and just literally ask you how your day was because again, there are people who are single, who may not have children or a family, who may not have friends, who like rolling solo dolo. And sometimes people don't have a person to ask them how was their day. I really want to know. Like I literally I so here's the thing. I say that I'm your bestie. I say that for selfish reasons, y'all, because I really don't have a bestie for real. So I literally like I've got I have a vacancy for a bestie. I take that back. I do have two. I call them more so my sisters than my besties. I will, and I'll give a shout out to Tim, to my for my friend Tammy, and then my cousin Ganaboo. So I do have two that I do feel like are like more like sisters and besties to me. Let me not say I don't have any besties, but on a daily, like on a yes, ma'am, Lisa. Yes, ma'am. Knowing that you are loved. Do you know, Lisa? I want to say this, and you guys. So you all may not be able to see the comments because you I might. It depends on what platform you're catching me on, right? So Lisa is catching me on LinkedIn. So if y'all see me, you're like, who you see it? They're talking to, but Lisa. So listen. Is it not? So everybody does not necessarily know that they are loved. I'm so glad that that is one of your wins for today. Literally, I'm gonna tell you, some days I be feeling like, who the heck is studying me? Like, I don't know if anybody love me anytime. Sometimes, seriously, sometimes it gets like that. Sometimes it is. Sometimes you don't know. Just have some of those days, and so it is an incredible blessing to be able to say that you know that you are loved. So shout out to Lisa and those who's loving on sis. I'm so glad, especially after recent events. So anyway, you guys, that would be it. I want to tell you before I get off here. Y'all see it's kind of scrolling across the bottom of the screen. What that means, let me explain that. Organizeenergy.co/spill the tea. So in the day, my goal is to be consistent, coming up in here during the daytime when y'all are, supposed to be working, but you're hanging around the water cooler. We in the break room. We'll be doing that in the mornings at 10 a.m. But that's like the work stuff. And that's where I talk about, just things that help you in your business or in your professional, in your career, whatever it is. I got stuff, some tools. So that's what this is right here. Organizeenergy.co/spill the tea. So in writing my books and doing my podcast, and I've been in business doing something for 18 years. It'll be 19 years in August, actually. But over the last year or two, things have changed in business, and a lot of stuff is like, technology based and technology driven. And I'm gonna tell y'all, when the pandemic hit, I didn't know what to do because things had changed. Like apps and software and tools and things that you need to run business now because it's online. I was lost. I've been in business for a long time and I've not needed to use a lot of those things. So literally I had to navigate trying to figure out, well, what do you use for this? And what do you use for that now that a lot of business is done online? And even if you weren't doing business online. So what that is on organizeenergy.co/spill the tea, it's literally my cheat sheet. Like I literally compiled a list of all the things that I use in business, whether it's services that you use for email, graphic design, if you need to like find somebody, like, hire out like a contractor to be like a virtual assistant for you, or project management tools, like Trello and Asana, or if you need a website and you don't know what's the best platforms to have a website on, like all kinds of stuff that you need when you're running a business, whether you're a new business, you've been in business for a while, and you just need to figure out how to hang in there and stay, with the trends. That's what that is. So go to organizeenergy.co/spill the tea, and you can download my free little cheat sheet on what to use for this and what to use for that when you're in business or as a professional at all. You might be running a group or organization, a ministry or whatever. There's all kinds of tools over there for you guys. So just download that. It's free. So download it. That's like my little gift for saying, thank you for coming. And then if you check out the earlier live stream, I kind of was telling you all about this. I've got a couple of books and things. I've got more, but these are just two. This is a project planner. So if you're like kind of needing a way to keep your things organized, thank you, Lisa. If you need a way to keep your projects organized and kind of keep track of what's going on, this is not like a planner that everybody uses for other things. This is literally for your projects and all the tasks and things you have going on. And it's pretty good. I'm not here to sell anything, y'all. So but I'm showing you because, hey, if you don't represent your brand, who will, right? So, but this is like so you kind of write out like kind of do this backwards. You kind of write out the gist of your project or whatever it is you're working on this week, whatever your thing is, what's the end goal, overview of the project, what's the end goal, and all the little tasks, like all the to-do things that you need to do for the project, and who you're assigning some of that stuff to, if you're outsourcing it to somebody or if there's somebody in your team that's doing it, and kind of like when's the thing due, because you're breaking down the steps of your project, right? And then over in here, you're kind of listing, what do I need to go buy for this? Or what do I need to subscribe to or purchase or do or whatever? These are like and you're just kind of keeping up, like it's a to-do list, kind of tracking, okay, this person did it, or I did what I needed to do. You're just kind of going down the list, So that's what that is. And then this is from the rooter to the tutor, how you can plan and launch and scale your own podcast, how you can monetize it and all that stuff. I'm not going to go through all that with y'all right now because it's after hours and we ain't trying to talk about work, but just know that it's available on my website, organizeenergy.co/shop. So that being said, I love you. God loves you more than that. And I want to make sure that you love you. Okay. All right, guys, don't forget, let me know how your day was. Seriously, like I really do want to know. And anyway, thank you, Lisa, and thank you, Zakia, for dialoguing and sharing with us, sis. I'll see you guys here tomorrow. Be blessed. Bye bye. It is awesome to listen to my show, but wouldn't it be amazing if you could launch your very own? Go from listening to launching when you pick up my new book called Is This Thing On? The Super Simple Guide to Planning, Launching, and Scaling Your Podcast. And of course, it was written by a podcaster for new and aspiring podcasters. Building a brand and operating a business can get a little hectic sometimes. I mean, there's a million things to do and you only have two hands, but not to fret. I've got some goodies for you. I want you to visit organizedenergy.co/spill the tea. organizedenergy.co/spill the tea. I have curated a list of some of the favorite tools and resources that I use as I operate my business that have been amazing for me. They have helped me to save time. They have helped me to build my team. They have helped me to stay connected with my people. And I absolutely love so many of these tools. I want to share them with you, and it's free to download. So again, go to organizedenergy.co/spill the tea so that I can help you get started working smarter and not harder.